Alright everybody, hello again. Welcome to the new format that I'm gonna do for my new videos. And the aim of this format is twofold. Number one, I want to make these as short as possible so that when you're clicking the video and you want to learn something quick, then you can get the general idea of what I'm trying to show you. And number two, I want to make these as simple as possible for me to produce, so I have less time recording and more time post video editing. As you probably already know, I'm just the one guy who's doing everything. I'm doing the recording, I'm doing the editing as well, and I'm not a full-time content creator. I'm just doing this on the side, just as a hobby, just to have fun and, you know, have something on the side. With that said, let's jump right in with Breach on Sunset. For attack on B, as a breach, what you want to do is, first thing, you can do this. And this simply gets this person right here, peeking with an op or an outlaw. Another stun that you can start with is this. It does the same objective, but it allows you to become more active and play with your team. So as soon as you stun, you run right like this with your team. The benefit of stunning from this line is allowing you to also follow it up with a flash. If you know the enemy team is not aggressing, then the simple stun is enough, and your teammates are pushing, they don't see anybody, you save your flashes and you have a flash right here. And this flash gets everyone on the site, except for people who are hiding backside. After you do this flash, depending on the duelist that you have, you can follow it up with this flash or this whole flash. And the purposes of these flashes are basically to get people backside. This flash doesn't get people who are hiding here, but it gets people who are here. And that flash, the flash right here, gets people who are hiding all the way in spawn, but it doesn't get the person hiding here. For Aftershocks, if you know there's a Cypher on the enemy team and you don't have a Sova or a Raze to break the trips, I would do this Aftershock right here, and it would get all the trips here, and even gets the trip. If there's a trip here, it gets that trip, but if there's a trip here, then that's your teammate's responsibility to break it. Or if there's a trip here, that's your teammate's responsibility to break it. Another Aftershock is this, and this simply gets the person hiding in here. You probably have a smoke here, or you can ask your teammates not to smoke this. They can smoke the regular smoke that covers this side, but that doesn't cover this side, and you have your Aftershock here to clear this angle, so your team can take this front side in full and plant here. If they don't have a Cypher and you don't want to Aftershock this, you want to help your teammates kill this person right here, you can do this stun, this Aftershock, sorry, and follow it up with this flash. So this kind of helps you not flash this, kick this guy out of this corner, and then flash this, then this person also gets flashed. Or if they push like this, then they're facing into your full team and they die, and you still flash here. If you've taken the full site and you still have utility, then it's really simple. You can flash this, and this flash gets everybody even. Well, actually, if you're here or here, you don't get flashed, but it gets everybody who's running in to retake the site. You can also play aggressively and play on your teammate's contact. Let's say you have a teammate here. As soon as they contact with somebody or they see somebody else on the minimap, flash like this, fight with your team, and you're good. The same principles apply when you want to play aggressively for market. So you can take market as soon as you take site, or you can also hold from here. You have your teammates holding CT, and you're waiting here with a flash. You have a teammate playing contact. As soon as they contact, you peek. Make sure you take this space, and then if everybody is going CT, maintaining this control is massive. Your teammates are playing, for example, from B main, and you're holding this, and you're good. Continuing on post plants, you can also play from here. If you have the spike planted here, which is optimal for spraying through the smoke, you have your fault line right here. You can stun this person, and you can actually also aftershock them, so they cannot defuse the spike safely. If you have any util left and you're in the post plant, you can do the same thing, exactly the same thing as you're taking the site. As soon as you hear a tap or as soon as you see contact, you can flash this, or you can even flash this if it's easier for you. You can do the same flash like this for taking the site as well. If it's easier for you, you don't want to take this peek, you can flash from here. If you know that they have somebody playing here, this flash is safer. That's always an option. If you're playing for a post plant and the spike is planted here, I would assume the enemy smokes this to defuse the spike, or they smoke you here. If you have your aftershock, the same aftershock that we did before for this,
right there,
can be done here, but it's a bit weirder, but you can still do the same if you have to. And you know when you should do this. So you can always do this and stop the defuse. And now for mid split to B. You can always start here, the same as before, and you can prepare your stun for this line. And as soon as your team is executing through market, you stun this person
right
holding here, and if anybody
right
is like playing a bit aggressive here. I also like holding this line, so this gets the person hiding here, and it gets people who are holding from here. So if this person is taking contact, there's somebody, most likely somebody here, who's gonna peek after they take contact. So it gets this person as well, and the tucked in person. You can additionally start here, and this is very standard. A lot of people do this, and it's very good. It's not that it's bad, but it's just one variation of what I've been showing you, and you can stun this line. And if this one is good, if your team have enough utility to clear this person, then you don't need to worry about this person. So you can stun everybody right here, and your team, after clearing this person, they can come here, they can smoke this or Cypher Cage, and then kill the second guy or kill the second guy here. Insanely enough, you can also flash this in case you need to, and you can aftershock this. So from here you can do two objectives. You can do this and then this. So if this person here gets stunned and goes here, he gets aftershock, or if there's a person here gets stunned, he runs away, and this person holding here, this guy gets aftershock and he has to run away. The same applies from here. You can also flash and you can aftershock. This would be your go-to if you're playing, let's say like this. You go in like this, you flash mid for your teammates, and then come back, flash this, or aftershock. If you're going mid with your team, let me switch guns. If you're going mid with your team to split B, you can always do this flash if you're suspecting people to be here, or you can always hold this stun line, stun this, I'm pressing Q, and I'm pressing Q again, flash, flash, and we have full market control. If you don't want to flash this, your team is smoking this, so you just run in, your team is taking contact, you're taking space with them, and you have a lot of space right away, very quickly. Alright, now on to A. To take A space, you have a lot of options. Number one, you have a jet, you stun this, press go knife out, flash this. Number two, you do the same stun, knife out, aftershock, this, flash here. Number three, same stun, same aftershock, flash here. Number four, same stun, different aftershock, different flash, flash. And the last one, same stun, aftershock, flash, flash. Now for the edge cases, in case you have your utility and you have taken this control without using all of your utility, you can do this flash, it gets people right here. Or you can do this flash. It gets the same people, but it's a bit more aggressive. It gets people right here. You can do this Aftershock from here. It does the same thing as the previous one with you through from here, but you can do it from here as well. Or if you have the full side control, you always have a flash. So many rounds I'm just sitting here with my flash out. I have a teammate taking contact, and as soon as I see anything over here, close steps, flash this, and this flash is OP. If you're running in with your team like this, from here you already flashed this, and you're taking this control. I wouldn't flash anything here because my team is already pushing. Unless if I know there are a lot of people, then I flash. You can also flash the camera. It's a bit stupid, but you can. Playing post plant from this spot is also very good. You can always stun this, or you can come all the way here and stun this whole line if your team want to be aggressive. You can take this line if you want to, and it's a better line. Or the same as the one before, where you stand here, flash here. You can do the same exact thing right here. Flash, peek, peek, and take fights. If you're playing post plant from a safe position or from main, you can always hold this, flash this, fight the people who are flooding. If the spike is planted here, you can always do this Aftershock, and it gets the person off. If the spike is planted around this area, you can always play from elbow, and the same Aftershock applies. For defense, starting A is probably Breach's most powerful position, and you see that even in top pro level play, tier 1 pro level play. You can always have your stun ready and ask your team to take A control. If you have a Neon or Jet or anybody, your smoker smokes this, throws a one-way, and you just stun right away. So first stun this. If you need to, you can flash. You can flash. Take this control. Or you can start right here with your team and stun this. And flash. It's not a perfect stun, that's why you follow it with a flash, regardless if you hear someone or not. So you take a fight, take an easy fight. What I personally like doing is stun this. Then right away Aftershock this and flash. And then I can continue if I want to, take a fight, go back, or continue lurking. You can start from elbow as well. It's not the best position, but there are some weird flashes that you can throw from here. Flash out. Even this, I believe, would work. Yep. And this is very weird. Not expected. What you can do from this position as well, from A short, is hold this hold this line, and if they're running tiles, you can hear them. If they're trying to break the door, or if they're fighting your teammates from tiles, you can always stun this, and I follow it with an Aftershock to the left, because this person was stunned here and maybe taking a fight. He has to run away, and as they run away to the left, and because they cannot go anywhere to the right, they get Aftershock. You can start top mid and hold this and stun right at the start of the round if you have a Neon pushing, or if you have a Raze ulting or something. If you're pushing mid, you can also do the same stun to delay the people in tiles, and your team can push and focus on mid bottom. So you can do this stun, and you can follow it with this flash, or this flash also works. This flash is very good actually. As a breach main, I don't mind starting B market, or like B in general, but if I'm playing B, I'm most likely playing market. The first thing I do is close the door as the round starts, and I have my fault line ready because I can stun this. So as soon as my teammates sense any danger or hear any steps, or as soon as I see something on the minimap, then I can stun this for my team. My teammates who's holding this gets an easy fight right here, or if they're holding here, they get an easy fight here as well. So that's also good. What I also like doing is I like holding from here. If I have an AWPer or somebody in B main, then I can help them with some utility. Or if we're pushing B main as a team, then I have a lot of options. I like going with the option of stunning this and aftershocking that. So this area is aftershock, this area is stunned. My teammates, if we have a raise nades here, and they peek into those stunned people, and we have full B main control. You can also flash, but you have to warn your team to dodge the flash or play anti-flash like in the first 2 seconds of the round. And as soon as you flash, people here are flashed and your teammates are satcheling in or dashing in or something, and they take a fight. Starting market also allows you to position right here if they're rushing B. So you have fault line ready, and as soon as they use utility or they make noises that they're executing, then you can stun this. You can also play aggressive and start B main. Starting B main aggressively allows you to hold your flash and be ready to take a fight. So depending on what teammates you have with you and what noises you hear, you can flash this, kill the person, take an orb, or flash even here, get the person who's full running towards you. You can fight this person, then second flash, and kill the person here. You can also start with your fault line ready, and once you hear them crossing right here, you can stun and then follow it with a flash, fight. I'm fighting this person right here before I'm fighting this person, because this person is stunned and flashed. This person is trying to help their teammate. You can also aggress from B main, so you can do this stun as soon as the round starts, and then this flash, and take B main control. If you have to, you can also touch this. If you're playing a bit more passively, then you can always sit here, hold your flash out. As soon as you know they're pushing in, you tell your teammates like, we're gonna flood, retake the site before they can plant. So as soon as they enter the site and you know there are at least 3 or 4 people here, you can flash and take fights with your team. You can also flash for your teammate from here, and this flash gets everybody who's fighting here, because it lands here, and it gets people here. You can also flash this. Almost every single round they push, any enemy team pushes B, somebody goes in like this. So you can flash like this and fight this person right here. You can also flash from here and take the fight yourself. Stun on entry, then aftershock this, then also flash. You can flash actually perfectly on this. With that said, I think I've shared a lot of different ideas on how to play Breach, and I hope this new format helps you. For me, it was definitely easier to make this a lot shorter, and I hope for you as a viewer it will be easier to watch and easier to follow all of the different ideas and then practice them in a custom game or in real games. Please let me know what you think, and if you happen to enjoy this and if you happen to like this new format, please let me know, and please subscribe and like the video and leave a comment if you have any good ideas that you want me to cover as well. I'll see you in the next one.